Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kennesaw State University site of the 2018 All-American Game. We're getting everything started from a nice, wonderful late night here, watching the Division II and Division III championship. Glad everybody could join us in here. We're doing the best we can with what we don't have in this point. All right, so we're working on schedules, making sure our rosters, getting everybody else. If I'm not mistaken, the gray is in the National League and National Conference. Is that correct?
The gray is the American Conference.
All right, I love that reversal. The gray is the American Conference, and the white will be the National Conference. We got Craig Chapman and Adam Collins calling the game for you tonight, this afternoon. Yes, I'd like to believe it's the night, as hot it is outside right now. Sunscreen is a joke at this point. Glad everybody could tune in with us. We're going to do our best to see how we're going to get started here today, and hope everybody's doing well. We should have a fun game, throwing some bells and whistles when we get in there, and enjoy yourselves. Sights and sounds. Coach Collins, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. Just trying to get a roster together.
Yeah. Nice cool breeze. Turn it up a notch.
There you go.
Nice cool breeze. Turn it up a notch.
Right
All
off
right,
the flint.
Let's get ready for the kickoff. We'll throw in special effects when we get a chance. So sit back, enjoy, smile, and relax. And welcome to the 2008 Women's Football Alliance All-American Game.
All right, Coach, it looks like the American Conference is going to kick off. We'll get to see what the National Conference has on offense first.
I believe that's Sheila Sickout.
And it's going to be taken at about the
And
18.
It dribbles right there. She's going to bring it around the right side, turns back to the middle, finds a little room.
It's not bad. That's about right there.
That's a nice return there by number 7. There, I think that's Jessica Childers, folks, and I would say I knew, but the national team has 5 people who wear number 7.
There you go, Coach. You're just going to keep running it down the line, right?
Just give credit here, give credit there. All these ladies deserve a ton of credit for just getting here.
Yes. They also deserve a ton of credit for playing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in July in Georgia. We're starting the I right here, Coach.
Just the old right eye formation, little ISO around the right side.
Ooh.
That's one of the things that, you know, if you haven't been around a lot of all-star games. I know I see today that I saw play yesterday afternoon.
That's got to be fun.
I would say little to no prep time. And there it is. Deep handoff around the left side. Whoa.
Hello. So we've had a gain of 6 and a gain of 2. So we're sitting here looking at the first third down conversion of the day. Should be 3rd and 2 right here.
And I think that was number 7 on the play. Is that right, Stacy? Stacy's Shipman, okay. All right. The American team comes out. They're going to stick with what they've been doing. There's a little motion by the fullback, moving from left to right. Give on the ISO to that side.
Should have been easy.
Got a chance outside. She breaks out into the open.
All right. Gain of about 6 right there on 3rd and 2.
All right. Nice carry right there.
Did they shift the jerseys on us again?
I think so. There's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks out to her left.
That's wide open.
Has a man right down the seam right there. Can you see that number, Coach Chapman? That's a long way for me.
Number 1?
Number 1, okay. Let's see. Tyson.
No connotations there, are there?
It is funny.
First pass of the game completed for 36 yards.
All right, same look. And nice throw around the right side. Oh, nicely done. Big play right there by big number 77 for the national team. Sorry, trying to get you.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 down here. We're in the red zone today, Coach.
That was Caitlin Niedermeyer. Caitlin from the Pittsburgh Passion.
So are we sure that the white jerseys are now then?
Okay, now hold on. Have I been saying that wrong, Coach Chapman? Quick toss out to the left side. Got the edge. Got ahead of steam.
Down to about the 5-yard line.
Okay, so Coach Chapman, just to clarify.
I was told that the gray was the American team, and the National League was the white team.
I apologize. Although what you said was racist, but we're not going to talk about that. White team, national team. Sorry, folks, I not got anybody
As of right now, that's the information we've been given, Coach Collins.
Right.
So we will be going with that.
Okay, that's Horton under center right there for the national team. And they got him for a delayed game. Is that my man, 2, that hit him with it?
Yeah, it's going to be a delayed game against the
You know.
All right, there's the National. There we go. So everything I have done on stats is perfect, and thank you.
Good job, Coach Chapman. You're here to keep me straight, buddy.
Well, the other Coach Chapman kept us straight because he's the one that came with the info. So good job, Coach Corey Chapman.
Oh. Option to
they
the right
ran
side.
the option. Wow.
That's gutsy right there. Looked like you had a lot of folks in there on the action on that tackle. Led by Lisa Nergu.
Gain of about 3 right there, Coach.
And I'm sure, folks, everything I'm looking at is handwritten. And you have my apologies in advance.
All right, so we're going to we're going to kick a field goal right here.
All right, let's see.
Somebody better cover her. She's still eligible.
And here she comes. They'll know you're out. No, you're not. That's number 1. Okay, that's going to be Lauren Church, if I'm not mistaken. Man,
Did these referees not know that this is an all-star game? Nobody came here to see you throw a flag for delay of game.
They're not playing today, buddy. They're trying to get in shape for that 8 o'clock game. It's going to be broadcast on ESPN3, I think.
Oh, yes.
There's a snap, a hold.
31-yarder.
And
no good.
Oh, just a bit outside. I thought that had plenty of legs.
So we've seen a lot in this first 3 minutes of action here, Coach. It's going to be interesting to see what we get right here from the American team.
Pro right, pro left.
So you're saying you're not expecting double reverse pass right here?
No, not today. Having been you've done a lot more all-star games than I have, but having coached a couple, you got to keep it simple.
always know that with the plan in the All-Star game always starts off as, hey, we're going to run this, and we're not going to try to do anything, you know, too crazy. And then you get halfway through the game, and you're like, hey, I'm trying to win, and start drawing it up in the dirt.
Oh, got a slot right.
Gonna run a little weak side ISO.
Weak side ISO, there it is. Number 2 trying to find the edge.
Picked up about 3.
And there's a name I'm used to calling. Carla Odom.
A couple yards on the carry to bring up second down.
Bringing up 2nd and 7 right here.
Make sure no one sets it in my bag.
3 wides, Coach. Or maybe 4 wides. Yeah, she thought she thought she was sending her off the field. No, you go run in the slot. And nobody covering her right now.
So just a doubles ace look. There's a snap.
Inside zone.
Quick give on the zone around the right side.
Loss of 1.
Folks there.
Yes, I had that listed on the.
So I apologize for not knowing number 3's name. Doubles look.
Delay.
Delay game. You know what? Nobody wants to see you do your I Dream of Genie stance. That's getting a little old, buddy.
The delay of game penalty has made its way to the All-Star game, and I don't think it's leaving anytime soon.
I understand that he wants them to hurry up. I get that, but
How long?
he understands these groups don't work together.
Uh-oh.
Rolling to the right, trying to get away, able to extend the play, and wisely runs out of bounds. The only decision I could have seen more wise than that was maybe to float one up towards the outside.
Yep. That's the first sack of the game. And it will bring up 4th down and probably most likely the first punt of the game. Looks like Brittany Campbell's going to punt for the American squad. I would assume there are rules about blocking kicks in this thing.
I would think there were rules about blocking kicks. I would think there would be rules about blitzing.
Like don't block the kick.
Yeah.
Don't send the house.
Uh-oh. Number 34 in motion right there. And while not a good kick, gets a decent roll. But that's going to give the national team really good starting field position.
About a 26-yard punt right there, Coach.
It could have been much worse.
The roll was very nice to him.
I like the distraction of sending 34 in motion right there. Strong coaching move right there.
That was a deterrent to the block is what you're saying.
You're like, uh-oh, shenanigans.
For those of y'all listening in Bowden, there will be shenanigans next Friday night. Even though the punts and the extra points and all that stuff are not supposed to be live, we're faking every one of them.
Faking it.
We got to get our work in.
Ran the trap all summer passing the league.
That's right. That was shenanigans.
They were never expecting it.
Reverses in the inside drill.
All right, here comes the national team.
Somebody's got to be on the line. There we go.
There it is.
Cut it.
Just steady dot ISO right there, and there's a flag down. I don't know if that was an offside penalty.
I think they didn't. I don't think they counted that person as being on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to give that penalty. The National League's going to have the penalty.
Now hold on.
should have been able to.
The receiver on this side got on.
Yeah, I don't think they said she moved up far enough. You know, all those things that we came here to watch, flags.
Guys, you can leave the nitpicking at the house.
Doubles.
Doubles look. Got a proud defense going on over here for the American League.
Got the.
And quickly released and just outside the reach of the intended receiver right there.
I thought she was going to go down the field right there.
That pass intended for Satoria Bell, and she couldn't climb the ladder on that one.
We saw, was Satoria in the game yesterday?
That name sounds really familiar,
It
although
does.
we call a ton of names. So
Now we got 2nd and 15 after the beloved not enough people on the line of scrimmage penalty.
yeah, it's always fun for stuff like that. Here we go, doubles look for the national team.
And that not blitzing thing, that's out the window.
Yep.
And she's wide open.
There it is.
Nice cut.
Run right past the blitzer and just drop in. That's number 7. I think that's Marcelina Chavez.
That was a nice throw. A very nice throw.
Pass thrown by, okay, I have 2 number 6s, and they're both quarterbacks. Sorry, folks. The double number thing is giving me some trouble here. So you'll have to bear with me. And I don't know what helmet that is. It's not that's got to be the Columbus helmet, because that's not an Anarchy helmet. Okay, so there we go. So that was Amanda Herbst on the pass right there.
Brings up 3rd down and about 2.
Herbst in the gun, takes a snap, drops, looks left, then rolls left, trying to fight the pressure. Gonna get the American team for a face mask. Are they going to call that on the quarterback?
They might call it on the quarterback.
I guess if you grasp the face mask.
It is. Yeah. They're going to decline it.
If you grasp the face mask as a runner, it's a face mask.
Yes.
That's a personal foul against the National. That penalty will be declined. 4th down.
Well, that one really hurts right there. That brings up
4th down.
4th and 11.
We got a little trips action right here, Coach.
Yeah, trips right. Single receiver to the left. Herbst in the gun, waiting on the snap.
Right down the middle of the field.
Oh,
She's not
she
down.
spins out of that. Oh, my goodness. That's tough enough right there.
Wow. Props.
I will say that the national offensive line is having a tough time, because they only sent the Americans only sent 3 that time and got significant pressure. Should have been a sack. But, you know, as I say many times, wrap up. You cannot just hit stick people. You got to wrap up.
You'll probably say it many times on Friday night, Coach.
Oh, I'm sure. I feel confident of that.
Trips for you is good for the toss to the left.
It'll be a loss of yards on the play to bring them 2nd down.
Nice play right there by number 45, Veronica Rourke, linebacker from the Cleveland Fusion.
Looks like a loss of almost 2 right there, Coach. Going to bring up right at 2nd and 12.
The American team comes out in a doubles look. Quarterback in the gun. Back offset to the left, or to the right, sorry.
Going deep.
Throw.
That's
It's a
picked.
wobbly.
Oh, it's
my God. Tip drill. Tip drill. That pass broken up first by number 7, Paula Blanco, which is a great name, and almost caught by number 1, Tasha Lowry Jones.
So with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Coach Collins, what's your assessment so far?
Looks like it's going to be a defensive struggle.
It looks pretty organized, though. You know, these guys, they can't have had much time to practice.
No, maybe 2 practices.
I mean, this is pretty well organized for something that you know that they don't get a lot of time coming from all over the country.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops, rolls out to the right, looking downfield.
Scramble drill.
Throws.
Oh, nice throw.
Just can't hang on right there.
That was a really nice throw, too.
That pass intended for Courtney Rhodes. She just couldn't squeeze it.
So will we see another punt?
The national team's there to make the play, and you know, many times you play through the receiver, you can break up that pass.
They're going for it.
That is gutsy on your own end.
Watching the Whiteout out here, he's raising the roof or telling him to reset the play clock. To 40 seconds, not to 25. But, Coach, you don't have all day to read the dissertation to her.
Yeah, I might would have gone wristbands on this.
That would have been something that would have been a very viable option.
Got a little wind up here.
A little wind here.
Doubles look. Quarterback in the gun. There's a snap. She drops, looks left.
Going deep.
Lets it fly.
There.
Got a man.
Oh.
Just out of the reach of Tasha Lowry Jones right there.
That pass will be incomplete out of bounds.
That pass was out of bounds, Coach?
She had Paula Blanco beat right there on this left side and just could not connect, because that ball drops in, that's a touchdown.
I like it, though. Taking a shot down the field. That was to that drive.
Yeah, on 4th down, man, that's gutsy.
Well, that was it's an all-star game, and they're not going to fire me, so I'm going to run what I want to run.
I hear you. I'm going to kick flags around.
Do we have everybody on the line of scrimmage this time?
Well, it looks like it. Just a pro eye look right there.
And a dive.
Give right up the middle.
Good for about 3.
Also tackled by number 3. For the American team.
Greg, go to the defense.
We have number 3 as being a wide receiver, correct?
We do.
All right.
2 times.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, sorry. Great play, though.
It was.
Quarterback under center right there. A little offset eye action. There's a snap. Looks like straight quarterback run, and no
straight.
sir.
Also yards on the play.
And tackle made by number 44, Carla Odom. I'm sorry. Elisa Nigger, sorry. I say 44 Carla Odom a lot. I have to apologize, folks.
You don't need to apologize, Coach, man. We doing what we can with what we got, buddy. You hang in there, man. Baby steps, man. Baby steps.
We do the Phoenix games, and her name gets called quite a bit.
Y'all doing a great job, gentlemen.
3rd down and 11.
Doubles look.
Going down the seam.
Looks like the American team's going to bring it.
Down the seam right here. Or to the fade.
Gets good pressure. Still had it on the outside. Ball thrown a little too low and inside for my taste. Yeah, as a quarterback, Coach Chapman, where are you trying to place that ball?
That ball should be up into the outside, Coach.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Up into the outside. I figured they were going to come back to the play they had the success on. They ran all verticals, just went outside that time and tried to hit the seam. The American team did a good job of jamming the slot receivers. We're missing somebody on the punt team. We might be missing more than one somebody.
The national team's lining up to kick. Lauren Church back to punt. We're drafting people onto the field.
And we got them.
congratulations, you've made the punt team.
What do you get for that?
Being on the punt team and $7 will get you a cup of coffee around here.
Only at Starbucks.
There you go.
Wow. We need that punt snap, Coach.
And is she kicking it like that on purpose?
Might have been, because that is a thing of beauty.
That, if she did that on purpose, that's impressive.
That was a 33-yard kick down at the 8-yard line.
If she kept her toe back so the ball would spin and drop and roll, if she actually can do that consistently, that is very impressive. And I would like to speak to you about this technique later if that's what happened.
The punt was beautiful. The snap was amazing. Perhaps we should invest in an interview at the end of the game, Coach, to find out what's going on.
That's not a bad idea, Coach Chapman.
But this is an all-star game for a reason.
This is true. Everyone should be rather adept at their craft.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 9.
There's the snap.
Hitch. Oh.
In and out of the hands.
That was a great call.
Of Tisha Lowry-Jones.
There was something in that play, too. She was about to catch that thing and be one-on-one with a corner.
The national team still trying to run defenders on when the ball got snapped.
Yep. That's the way it is in these games. You tell somebody they're in, somebody they're out. Doesn't get communicated, and all of a sudden you got 9 people playing 11.
That's never good.
It's like Tulane playing Georgia Tech a couple years ago. They played a play with 9 on 11 on defense. They gave up a touchdown.
That kind of stuff, man. Just have a really hard time stomaching that.
What's going on there?
They spotted the ball in the wrong spot. They put it at the 4.
You went and I was like, well,
okay.
Is he okay over there?
No, I was trying to figure out quarterback sneak.
Slop.
Hello.
Jeez.
Gain at 2.
That'll bring you up 3rd down.
Quarterback sneak right there. Met by number 44, Carl Odom. And that's correct this time.
There you go, Coach. Now, 3rd and 8, your own side of the field. I might come back to the hitch. We've thrown the ball. They've thrown the ball deep. They've had a chance, a couple of times with the receiver being behind the defense. The hitch was wide open. It would give them a chance to sneak this 1st down right here.
It was there without a doubt. Doubles look for the American team. There's a snap. Quarterback drops.
There's the
looks right.
Little flare.
Little flare out to the right-hand side. And just cannot hang on. Stacy Shipman cannot hang on to the ball.
Now we're going to have our 2nd punt of the game, you would think.
Tell you what, punting out of the shadow of my own end zone is no fun.
Nope, 1st punt for the American League was 26 yards. Looks like everybody's figured this thing out now. Didn't have to run 10 people on the punt team.
And that's Brittany Campbell lining up the punt. There's a snap. And she didn't look like she swung through that. Why in the world would why would you catch that ball?
Because it's there. I'll go with because
that
it's
ball
there.
fielded by Gerald Williams. I'm not sure.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
It was almost like she expected it to be a dead ball when she caught it.
Yeah, I would have lost my mind. I'd been screaming, "Get away from the ball!"
So there's something that, you'd lose your mind, Coach. There's something different about that.
Yeah. I know people think that I'm truly laid back, but in reality, I'm a bit of a crazy person.
I have never seen it. Not once.
And they're missing a right tackle.
They need the right tackle.
Here we go.
And you can't – I was about to say you can't run this formation.
There we go.
There we go. They were trying to run the right tackle on and have empty backfield with not an empty backfield.
There's a snap. Quarterback looks.
Picked.
Lets it fly. It's picked off by number 4.
Hello.
The American team. Yeah, Lee. Picked off by number 4 for the American team. Blasted by number 96 for the national team. I think number 96 might be in the wrong place right now. I think Maybe she should be playing some defense.
Picked off, return for 13 yards, sets up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of the national team.
That ball picked by Yolanda Searcy, also from the Mile High Blaze. That Mile High Blaze group must be pretty good.
Well, Coach, they're very relaxed when they play. I've got trips again.
That was Crystal Bell. We remember Crystal Bell yesterday from that Anarchy game.
Yeah. Toss
out to the left, and no doing. Crystal Bell was part of the Orlando Anarchy that just with a dominating performance yesterday over the Arkansas Wildcats, 46-0. You know, as I said yesterday, they left no doubt.
Ouch. There were no rules followed in that game, Coach? It was just anarchy.
Just anarchy.
There you go. So
but congratulations to them and Miss Bell. Hey, that's going to bring us to a close of our first quarter, man. That was quick.
Pretty fast first quarter right there, Coach. It's been exciting. It's been fun. We've had some big plays.
No doubt. And I tell you what, if you're listening and thinking about coming down, I tell you what, the football is wonderful. The hot dogs are even better. Oh my Lord, the hot dog was good.
I'm not going to lie to you, Coach. When
that might be the best hot dog I've ever eaten here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State University?
Kennesaw State University. I mean, those folks can grill a hot dog. I don't know if there's like a grillology class.
Grillology.
I'm not lying to you. I would sign up for grillology.
It would be an interesting class.
That would be, that would be amazing.
Would you turn down for what?
Well, I don't turn down for much or anything, so. You don't get this big turning things down, you know what I'm saying?
I understand that, Coach. So you're bringing dinner to the meeting tomorrow night?
You know what, man? I would love to bring dinner to the meeting tomorrow night. Anybody out there that would like to sponsor the coach's dinner? Because believe it or not, I'm not getting rich teaching in high school.
I thought that was what the job description was. Come here, teach, get rich.
Oh yeah, that's how they're marketing it now.
Yeah. 2nd and 11 to start the second quarter.
All right, just slot right. Here comes the ISO.
Hello.
And that almost looked like power, or like
counter power,
where the fullback kicks out the end. They try to slip up underneath.
Yep. Unfortunately for them, they tried to slip up underneath, and there was not much slipping going.
No.
Gain 2 right there, but that run ended abruptly.
I'll just tell you right here, Charlie don't know nothing about slippery. All Charlie knows is slit your throat. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Tell y'all a story about a little train that could.
Okay. So now.
Sorry, folks. I had a senior moment. All right, here we go. Doubles look for the American team. And quarterback drops, getting lots of pressure. And
sacked.
She is not getting away. That was number 12, Stephanie Powell. Stephanie Powell brought down by Shanice Cole of the Richmond Black Widows.
I do not want to play that team.
No, that sounds scary.
It's horrible. I would be afraid to
The
play.
Atlanta Phoenix doesn't sound scary. I like the name, but it doesn't sound scary. And we're from Atlanta, the city that rose from the ashes, so it all makes perfect sense.
There you go.
The Black Widows, though, that's scary.
It sounds like something that would put some serious harm upon you.
I've run across quite a few Black Widows in my time. There's a snap, kicks away, and there's lots of people that want to be close to the football, and I am at a loss for why.
That was a 15-yard punt for the American League.
When the ball is bouncing around and the return team is chasing the ball, not the deep returner, but just people in general chasing the ball, that is alarming to me.
So that's not something that you would teach, Coach Collins, correct?
No. Yeah, and okay, Coach got the one player I was looking at in particular at the numbers, and they had a conversation on the way back. I think maybe he explained, hey, please stop.
That's exactly how it said. It was, please do not do that again.
And that's what I would have said on a Friday night. Please stop.
Coach, you would have said, excuse me, Pepe. When you watch everybody run by you and pick it up and run for a touchdown, it's nice. But if you ever fumble, please don't do it again.
All right, here we go.
Things are blowing away up here. Got 1st and 10 right here.
Offset eye, pro look.
Play action.
Quarterback boots out, lets it fly. Got
Wide
a man down
open.
the sideline. Jukes back to the inside. Here comes the cavalry.
Down to about the 40-yard line's where it should be.
Big Satoria Bell on the catch right there.
All right.
Pass thrown to her from Lisa Horton.
They're going to call illegal formation, Coach. It's going to be all for naught.
Satoria Bell from the Phantoms.
Unfortunately, that play is going to be a phantom. It will not exist.
Yeah, I was about to say they were trying to run the play. I was like, man, they're going to let them run this play. I was getting confused right there. Although it's easy to confuse me at this point. So
I think Babatu is trying to tell him what's up.
well, if anybody's going to know it, it's going to be our guy too.
That's right.
You notice I haven't given the referees a hard time
No.
other than throwing too many flags.
Yeah, I mean,
But the flags are actual flags.
so that erased that nice 22-yard completion right there.
You hate to see that where it's a really good play and it's well designed and somebody didn't step up. And
You mean-
it's as simple as somebody didn't check in with the sideline. It's that simple.
I mean, like throwing a nice screen pass for about 35 yards and then having a referee tell you it was an illegal forward pass because he caught it in front of the line of scrimmage, and then going back and watching the videotape and seeing he caught it 1.5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, things
No,
like that.
It's not at all like that because he was wrong and we were right.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Doubles look for the national team. There's a snap. Looks right. Lets it fly.
Oh, nice play over
man.
there.
Man, broken up right there. Is that number 12?
Looks like number 12, Coach.
Pass broken up by Kirsten Hansen. Is that QB or DB?
DB right here.
Okay. Stephanie Powell of the Crusaders. Sorry, folks. Again, there's 2 12s, 2 13s.
It's a work in
3
progress.
8s, 3 8s, 4 2s. You know, I feel like I'm playing Go Fish.
Hey, we got it right, though. They just announced it on the box.
There we go. I need a Yahtzee cup for this roster. All right, here we go. Doubles look. Horton takes snap, drops, looks left, comes back right, throws across the middle.
That's a great catch, and it was pass interference.
And it was pass interference, I was about to say. That ball caught by Disha Talley. And despite being, I can't believe they didn't throw that flag.
I can't
You're going
either.
to throw 150 delayed games, and
counted?
she's riding her back. I mean, she totally got piggyback ride from about the hash in, and you're not going to call that one.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right there.
Again, me and somebody are having a conversation about that.
But it got it back. 2nd and 15 to 3rd and 2. You'll take that. It gives you 2 shots right here.
I'm mad because it's supposed to be a first down.
I am too. I like this a little. Now here it comes. Here comes the heat, Coach.
Doubles. It looks like the American team's going to bring some heat.
Whoa.
Ball gets popped up. Ball thrown high to Bell.
Hey, she'd have came to the hitch on the sideline over here. It would have been wide open.
Ball thrown high and
wide open.
Got popped up, and that is scary.
Yeah.
Because when the ball gets popped up like that, there is no telling who's coming down with it.
It's not like Clifford Franklin.
No, not like Clifford Franklin. All right, looks like they're going to bring motion from left to right. Just kidding.
Or just
All
fake
right,
it.
there's a snap. Quick throw across the middle. Ball hit her. I think there was some confusion there about
Not some, a lot, Coach.
what was going to happen.
There was a lot of confusion there.
But it's not like, you know, if you had looked at one of your receivers when you were playing, at the end of the year and made a motion, they knew exactly what you were talking about.
That's true.
Whereas you've had 2 practices to practice with somebody, and they're motioning, and you're like,
Huh?
What? What are you doing?
Want me to get you water?
Yeah. You making a left there? What's the blinking about? Talk like normal people.
Is there recruitment taking place?
Yeah, here we go. All right.
So we got 1st and 10 right here with 11:23 to go in the second quarter at the Nationals 47-yard line.
Again, a short field.
Sooner or later, this is going to allow someone to get into a position to score.
Kirsten Hansen, I tell you what you need to watch for Kirsten Hansen is the freaking quarterback sneak. Golly, she was ripping them last night, although to no avail. The Vixen came up short last night against the New York Sharks. What was the final on that last night, Corey? 27-21. It was a ball game.
There are sharks in New York?
Apparently. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but one of the few freshwater places where sharks swim is Lake Nicaragua. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. You got that from Beavis?
All right. Quick throw out to the left.
Hello.
I think that's Vincent.
It is.
Quickly wrapped up, though. What looked very promising. Closed down fast. Thanks to number 11, Shanice Cole, coming up and making a play.
First completion for the American League today for 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Again, man, you know, it's such a shame. One of the best offensive plays we've seen all day for not, because, because somebody wasn't on the line of scrimmage.
Be interesting. I'm waiting to see a screen.
All right, looks like the national team's going to bring some heat. Hansen slings it out there. That ball intended for number 25, Courtney Rhodes of the Austin Outlaws, and she just cannot hang on.
That thing looked like it came out funny on her. Had a little wobble to it. But here we go again.
Isn't that a song?
The wobbly? We're going to go for it on 4th down again.
Why not, man? You're at the 45.
If
Neither team has hit the red zone.
I might not be, see if you can punt them down deep, you know what I'm saying? See if I can help my field position a little bit. But you can't really help your field position if you're not getting anything with it.
There's snap. Hansen drops, looks out to her right, comes back across
Picked.
the middle, throws it right to number 44, Carla Odom. Well, now if I was you, I would punt. I would have punted now.
17 yards on the return
sure.
by Odom.
I wish they would let me change my mind after the play. Can I see the play first and then decide?
You want to?
Oh, we didn't get the first down. No, we want to punt. Oh, the Discoteca. I'm a big fan of the Discoteca.
You are?
Yep, Senor Frogs.
Did they play discotheque music at the Empire Bar and Grill?
I don't know. I've never been to the Empire Bar and Grill. I was promised a trip to the Empire Bar and Grill, and I was never taken. There's an after party that I did not get to go to. Steak nachos I did not eat. Doubles look. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls. Look like they were trying to just go bootleg.
Somebody went the wrong way, Coach.
Somebody zigged where they should have zagged on that one.
Made something out of nothing, though. I'll tell you that much.
That's right. And I'm going to go with.
Back went the wrong way?
That is Amanda Herbst. No. I'm going to go with Amanda Congialdi because that's number 6 right there. There's 2 number 6s, and they're both quarterbacks.
So you're trying to figure it out, right?
I am. And there's no way I can see the back of her jersey.
That's right. We're staring into the sun here with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 8.
Doubles look. There's a snap. Congialdi looks, throws
Flare.
it out to her right. Just a little flare
Nice.
pass. And it's just
Hello.
that simple, folks. And rumbling, bumbling. She's able to stay in bounds. Man, what a run. Nicely done. That ball thrown out to Marcelina Chavez. Marcelina of the Tampa Bay Inferno, and Herbst of the Columbus. Oh my goodness, Columbus Comets. There we go. Trying to read my own handwriting, folks. Sorry about that.
21-yard gain, Coach.
And we're in the red zone.
For the second time today.
Yes, indeedy. This is the second time?
Second time. I had the long pass the first drive. Remember?
That's true. I forgot about that one. There's a snap, high snap, fielded, done
inside
well.
Zone.
Little inside zone right there to number 24. That ball carried by Tyra McGrady.
Pick up about 2 right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. For some reason, I'm sweating, Coach. Is it hot out here today?
Apparently, we thought the sun was going to move over, but it decided to sit in my lap instead. I wasn't aware that I was going to be on fire during the broadcast. All right, doubles look. Herbst takes a snap. Fakes the give, little read action. And
nice run.
Good job of not stopping her legs. Got hit, kept turning her legs, pushing backwards. Going to make that a positive gain.
Gain of about 3 right there.
3rd and 5, it looks like. Maybe 3rd and 6.
Be 3rd and about 6.
We'll call it 5 3/4.
There we go. We will compromise. You cannot break the huddle with that many people because that should be a penalty. But I'm glad they refused to call it. Progress has been made.
I do appreciate that. There's a snap. Herbst gives them the ISO right up.
Hello.
My goodness.
That might be a first down.
Yeah,
real close.
Number 11 might have a broken neck. Number 11 on the carry right there, Shanice Cole. She got rocked. Did you see her head snap back?
I did.
My word. To her credit, she popped right up.
They're going to go for this. 4th and short.
Tell you where I'm going.
Quarterback sneak?
Quarterback sneak.
I'm going to run the jet reverse rocket throwback to the quarterback.
Yeah.
For anybody listening in Bowden, Georgia, that's what we run on 4th and short.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, they've seen that play before?
Although I might go left right here.
Timeout. Can't believe they called timeout. It's supposed to be a touchdown.
And that's the first time out of the game. So with 6:17, your score still 0-0 left in that. 6:17 left in the half, sorry.
Coach, there's been a lot of action for a 0-0 game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been entertaining.
Yeah. We've had 2 turnovers. We've had people turning it over on downs.
You're right. There has been quite a bit of action.
We've had both teams have turned it over once and turned it over on downs twice. We've had 2 trips to the red zone and 2 first downs. We've had 3 first downs called back by penalty.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Backfield. Gonna slide over.
Here's your quarterback sneak.
And there it is.
There's your first down.
And looks like they might have picked up
5 yards.
Yeah. 5-yard gain on the quarterback sneak.
That's exactly how you draw it up.
And if it's me, I'm losing my mind right now.
But if you're the one that called the quarterback sneak, you're calling.
Oh yeah, you feel great about things. If you're on defense just now, going quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and then give up 5 yards on it.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because we'd have jumped offside. We'd have never had a chance. We can't contain ourselves.
Our defensive line coach is sitting behind us, giving us an ugly look.
I don't blame him. Quick snap right there.
Touchdown.
ISO, yeah. Too easy right there.
Woo! Wow.
touchdown right there. Touchdown run right there by number 36. That's Shaysha Fitzgerald of the Baltimore Nighthawks. Sounds like it ought to be some sort of vigilante group.
That ball is handed off to number 36, Shay Fitzgerald.
I like when the people run off the sideline and start counting, and they get all the way out there, and they're like, "Hey, there's got too many people."
39 people. I don't think they have enough now.
And then they ran 2 people off, and now they only have 10.
Yeah, they don't have enough people out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's not enough people in line of scrimmage.
Nope.
That's an illegal play.
That ball is hammered, Coach.
Extra point attempt is good.
But they're going to leave it alone. So, okay, cool.
With 5:36 remaining in the first half of play.
Well, you know what? If you want to kick it with that fewer people, more power to you.
Yep. So with 5:36, it's 7-0 National League. And we will see how the American League responds. The National League was able to take advantage of the turnover and the 17-yard return off the interception. I'm impressed with the kicking in this game, Coach.
You know, that's always one of those places where we see people struggle is in the kicking game. And I would view this game very similar to that of an early season game because people haven't had a chance to really play together. And my worries would be that center quarterback exchange, special teams, especially securing kicks, and then obviously turning the ball over.
Yes. You know, you're going to have some turnovers, especially because, you know, you're going to have people that don't, you know, quarterbacks and receivers that don't work together a lot.
Right. People are going to zig where the quarterback thought they were going to zag. And
that's a pretty good, you know, candy bar, you know.
Zag nut.
There you go.
Tell you what's good, Take 5 if you've never had one.
You know what else is good? Steak nachos.
At Empire Sports Bar and Grill. But I don't know because I've never eaten there. All right. Lauren Church lines up to kick off for the national team. There's a kick.
Hammered.
Nice, deep kick.
Wow.
Going to land at about the 15, be taken at the 14. Returner comes around. There's already a flag on the ground. There goes another one. She's coming around the right side.
That was a 16-yard return, but it's coming back.
And I tell you what, number 44, that was a nice hard run by Lisa Wynn. That was number 45, Veronica Rook, that came across the top right there from the Cleveland Fusion and about broke her. She had a little struggle getting up there at the end. She was rethinking things, I think doing a personal inventory, you know.
Yes, I understand, Coach.
You know, where you lay there on the ground, you're like, okay, am I all right? For everybody out there that's played ball, I mean, you've at some point in your life you've done the lie down personal inventory,
checking to make sure everything works.
Yeah. You're wiggling your toes. You're like, okay, I can feel my fingertips. Okay, my back's not broken. Okay, we're good.
I like it when I see it.
But that flag's going to back the American team up back into a hole. Hanson's going to have to start with her shadow in the end zone.
There you go. 6th possession of the game right here for the American League, and they're looking for their first down.
There's a snap.
Bootleg.
She got folks with that last night. She can scoot, buddy.
She got their first down, too.
Yeah.
16-yard gain.
Defensive end chasing that ISO. You cheated. You cheated and got caught.
That would be an American first down.
First down, American.
Sounds like a car you should make.
How much money is that? $10? American.
So, you get them with the bootleg right here. I'll come back, you know, see if I can get something right here on the edge on the other side.
I bet you $50 Guy Grimoire throws touchdown first play. There's a snap. Hanson drops. Quick dish out to the right side. Was going to be a good play. We've watched both teams do that, just kind of leak a back out into the flats. And they've been wide open every time. They're just leaking out, kind of sneaking out there and sliding in behind the linebackers and in front of the DBs, and then they're just off to the races.
That was just that the defensive end created the problem right there. Hands up, had to get the ball over. It's a hard thing to do to throw that pass with.
That's a hard thing to teach. If you're not going to get there, get your hands up and disrupt the throwing lane.
And do not jump.
Doubles look. Hanson gives off the left side. And that's a big play.
First down.
A little zone action over there to the left. Nicely done.
Eyes and yards on the play, and after the play, it'll be a first down.
Gain of 11. So they've had runs of 16 and 11 on this. Whereas previous to this, their best run of the day was 3 yards.
Hey, for those of you out there listening, 16-11 is 27.
It is? I want you to tell me what this guy's saying on this song, Coach.
I don't know, but I'm thinking about making my own rap album.
There you go.
Because you don't have to say anything anybody understands.
That's normally what kids say about me teaching.
Doubles look. There's a snap.
That is a
Hanson.
false start.
Oh, man, you cheated.
That was called by our man, to Willingham.
False start against the American. It'll be a 5-yard
False
penalty.
start against the American.
First down.
You know, Publix makes an American. It's a delicious sandwich. Just throwing that out there.
Are you still, does it feel like the sun's setting on your back yet, Coach?
It's not my back that the sun's setting on right now. There's a snap. Hanson drops, looks out to her right, completes the pass, spinning forward, fighting for everything she was worth. I'm going to say that was Mattel Walker from the
Tacoma
Trauma.
Yeah, I love the name. Gain of 8 right there, Coach.
Tell you what, if you came from Tacoma, Washington, that's a pretty good ride.
That's one of those things I was sitting here wondering about. How far do these teams on the American Conference have to come from, and that probably affect the amount of time you'd have together. Could have, led to the slow start as we run to 2:40 here in the second quarter.
Slot left eye. There's a snap. Hanson gives a deep handoff.
Hello.
Nope.
No gain.
Tackle made by number 99 right there, Latanglia Dorsey of the Phoenix.
It's going to bring up about 3rd down and 8, 7.5, 7 3/4, Coach.
I'm going to go with 7 5/8 on this one.
Gotcha.
All right. For those at home, work out how far 5/8 of a yard is. Send it in on a tweet. Talk to us. Backfield. Oh.
Hello.
No, sir. We all know who that is.
Would that be J-Rock, Coach?
Yes, sir. Number 87. And my advice to Miss Hanson is fall down before you get tossed into the end zone because it's going to hurt.
We will see another punt, Coach.
But nice stand right there by the national team.
The
American team really had something going there for a minute, and then it just kind of stalled out on them.
They had a nice drive working. Now here you go. The national team's playing the clock. There's 1:23 left. They took their second timeout. You've had punts of 26, 33, and 15 yards by the American side. If you can get something right here and get yourself some field position, take some shots down the field.
I mean, yeah, you gotta gamble a little bit. Good clock management, though.
Well, it is good clock management. It gives you a chance to score. Pretty sure the American side is going to get the ball to start the second half. So,
and for those of you at home that don't know, scoring is good. Scoring is good, not scoring bad. Again, read my lips. No new taxes.
1,000 points of light.
I came to get down.
Coach, do not jump around.
Get out your seat and jump around. No,
Don't jump around up here.
All the equipment will be on the floor. It'll register on a seismograph.
This will be the earthquake game for another reason.
All right. Number 42, Brittany Campbell back deep to punt. There's the kick, and it's a low line drive.
And a great bounce.
And okay.
Fumble.
Oh, my word.
She got it back.
Again, I'm fixing to have a conversation, and the first word out of my mouth is going to be, why? Why would you do that?
That was a 30-yard punt.
That was almost very costly. Darrell Williams again. You know, that's one of those things that, you know, and I understand why people do it because they think I can make something happen.
Yep.
And you have to credit them for wanting to do something extra, for wanting to take it on their shoulders. I get that. Don't. Hair up, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Coach Collins. So I'm on live chat right now with YouTube Live. I'm going to keep chiming you in here a little bit and have some fun. They were very surprised that the league was able to manage Ron White to do color commentary today. That's courtesy of the unknown. Mac the Knife brought that into conversation. So we're going to have a little fun here and see what we can offer. So if anybody wants to chime in out there in the world and want to ask questions and give us proper answers, feel free to. I'm on YouTube live chat. And,
Snap. Sorry.
It's all right. You can cut me out all you want to. We will be rebroadcasting this game with the score and some other information added to it. We decided not to have any hiccups today and go ahead and just push through based on the heat and everything overheating being put on the visitor side today. So, but I thought that was good. Not too bad on time-wise. So nobody's commented too hard on us.
There we go.
But
well, has anybody called me a loudmouth hillbilly yet?
I think that's Ron White. I think that was the best way to put it in a polite way.
Somebody called me Ron White?
I wish you had the money, Ron White.
Well,
we could go to Empire Sport.
There's a snap.
Uh-oh.
Quick throw out to the left side. Brought down by number 36. Fighting for a first down. She gets it.
First down.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Better call timeout.
Fought for right there by Shea Fitzgerald. Great job.
And they commented on this, stating that the dad humor is real from Brooks Elizabeth.
Well, I'm just here to tell you, I do have 3 children.
Yes, I have.
3 small children because God has a sense of humor.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Last time out right there.
And the Ron White thing, well, I have been called tater salad more than one time. So.
I understand. We got 7 seconds remaining here in the first half. We will have 20 minutes on the clock. I'll throw some Women's Football Alliance PSAs out there for those people who want to stick in with this. They even were stating that the refs are pretty generous for not calling penalties today.
See,
they didn't see the start of the game.
It's an all-star game.
Yeah.
It's an all-star game. You got to let them play.
Oh, and you got to enjoy yourselves when that process.
And with referees, I never get mad as long as it's consistent.
Oh, I'd agree.
And most referees, it's consistently bad.
Hey, be nice. They're one of those referees we know. So,
I didn't say anything about 2.
No. It's just nice to have him out there
or
on the
3
thing.
or 4.
Hey, be kind.
Rewind.
Here we go. 7 seconds.
Ah, yeah.
All right.
Taking it way back.
Video Plus and Blockbuster. Here we go.
Wow, he video plussed us.
Trips right. Motion from right to left. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Looks
Going
straight
deep.
down the middle. Comes out to the right.
1-on-1.
And miscommunication, it looked like right there.
I like that. They stopped the clock, and there's going to be a roughing the passer penalty.
That pass intended for number 81, Maggie Nattell. Maggie Nattell had a huge night last night for the New York Sharks in their Division II victory. Congratulations to the Sharks on their Division II national championship. It was a great game. Truly enjoyed that one last night.
We're going to get one more play, Coach. There's 1 second left. I think they actually stopped the clock while the ball was getting ready to bounce. But the penalty makes it a moot point anyway. So they'll get the first down on the penalty, and they'll have a shot to throw this thing to the end zone.
but now you're close enough to take a real shot.
A hook and ladder.
Penalty. Replay. First half.
I think that's Candace Hunter at quarterback. I believe that's the Anarchy helmet. It's really hard to tell guys staring into the sun.
It's only going to get worse there, Coach Collins. Only going to get worse.
Well, and we have multiple numbers. Like we have 2 quarterbacks, but we're number 6. That's tough.
Oh, there is a penalty.
Yeah.
Should be a runoff, second runoff here. In college ball, do they run it off?
It would if the clock was running, but since the clock was already stopped,
It wouldn't play into it. Okay.
I don't see anybody running off yet, so I think you guys are both wrong. All right, here we go.
Wow, that was bad.
It was.
It was also dad humor.
Yes.
There's the snap. Drops, throws it straight down the middle. Only person that had a shot at that was number 40, Crystal Cazzo. So at the end of the half, 7-0. The Nationals over the American.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back. Clock is 15 minutes on the clock. Looks like that's what's going to be halftime time code on there. If you have any thoughts and concept, just let me know. Pop it in on the live YouTube chat. Glad to have you with us. Be safe. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. wrap the first half. I'm going to get on here in a minute, and I'll bring us in. Damn. Put that over there on the thing. Make sure it doesn't fall, please. Headphones on. Come on, come down, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the wonderful world of Score Sports, where anything happens, and it probably will. The temperature is booming, so our iPads and everything else decided to shut down on us. So you will get the game here in just a short minute. And the answer is God likes me, so we're going to go ahead and kick back in. And looks like everything else should be okay. So with that in mind,
There's the kick by Lauren Church, fielded at about the 17-yard line, coming around the edge.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Howdy. That's Deja Scott on the special teams play right there for the kickoff team. That ball returned by number 3. I'm going to go with Mattel Walker right there on the return.
18-yard return, and she was met violently. Sets up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the American Conference. 14:52 here, start of the third quarter.
I'm telling you guys, right when the kickoff occurred, the temperature cooled off on the iPad.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll see what else happens technology-wise today.
All right, let's do it.
I'm telling you, rock and roll, if you got them, smile, not smoke them, based on the whole nicotine rule. Here we go.
All right, doubles look for the American. Quick throw out to the
Double
left.
pass.
Oh, no, Dylan.
That's great coverage.
Well covered.
Absolutely great coverage.
Great job right there by number 16, Janaea Davis. She was not fooled at all.
I love the call.
Janaea from the DC Divas.
All right, it'll be 2nd and 10 still at the 35. Like the call coming out, trying to sneak something early right there, Coach Collins.
Well, they got to get something going. That first half we saw, neither team really had a great deal of success. Then we saw the national team put together a drive and go down and score, and that's kind of got us where we're at right now at 7-0.
Yeah, right now the total yardage for the American League is paltry at best.
Well, I do enjoy poultry. So
I said paltry, Coach, not poultry.
motion
Jet
from
sweep.
left to right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's going to be a loss of 5 right there.
Nice play right there by number 82 from the Nationals, Alicia Jeffords, from the Maine Mayhem from Bo's old stomping grounds.
Man, she crushed that right tackle, number 73, for the Americans. Americans are in gray, right?
Yes, sir, Coach.
All right. I'm able to watch the instant replay. Y'all just look into the sun and get a good tan here.
Tan? That's not a word in my family.
got a serious burn going. Lots of Irish blood over here.
Yes, so we got 3rd down and 15 with 14:09 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, doubles look. Gun. Here comes Vincent across formation.
That's not going to work either.
And they tried to run the jet, and then the read off of the jet. Quarterback kept it, and it seemed like somebody told the defense.
They did. They said they're going to run this play again, and you're going to stop it again.
All right, Coach. So it's 7-0 at half. Coming out of halftime, what kind of adjustments, if you feel like, and I'll go to Coach Collins first, any kind of adjustments you feel like there needs to be made? It is an all-star game, an All-American game, not an all-star game, but an All-American game. Do you make adjustments at halftime? Are you looking to adapt to the situation at hand right now? Because we're seeing that there came out, first 3 plays were shut down, and they're getting ready to punt.
Brittany Campbell getting ready to punt right here. I'm going to come back to you, bud.
I appreciate that. I feel like you just ignored me and let me babble.
Ball goes out of bounds, no return.
Oh, cool. One of our cameramen just dodges the ball nicely.
The adjustments I would make, I don't know what you can go to because you probably have so little in. Other than just talking about the execution that went wrong, I mean, really the plays have been there. Drop balls, missed blocks. I mean, it's a matter of execution more than anything else, in my opinion.
Right. What about you, Coach Chapman?
Now, the matter of adjustments means that, you've got to know your players, and I'm not so sure how well they know them and know what they can do. You can always draw something up at halftime to kind of offset what somebody's doing to you, but right now the biggest problem has been blocking the front for the American team. They can't block the Nationals.
Quick toss out to the left side.
Crack toss right there.
She's around the edge with a head of steam.
Gain of about, they're going to give her 10, so that should be a first down.
That was number 26 on the carry, Emily Hale of the Detroit Dark Angels.
That's a 10-yard gain. It'll be first down and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nice run right there.
Yes, sir, Coach. They got a nice block on the edge by the wide receiver. Good crack block down. Got her sprung the play right there.
If I was going to make one observation right now, the national team is being more physical, period.
I agree with that, Coach.
There's a snap. Quick dive right there.
Gain of 4.
They pulled the guard on that?
They did not. It was a dive.
Okay.
Gentlemen, can you help me out? Orlando Anarchy, American League or National League? We know that by the roster. Tell me.
Oh, they're national.
National. Tell me where the New York Sharks are.
Also, no. Let's see. I'm looking, buddy.
All right, it's all right. You take.
Also national.
Okay, so 2 national teams just won Division III and Division II championships. And based on your experience last night, did you feel that is transcending over here today?
I will say that. I mean. Both those teams were rather physical when time came. Just fell down. Fell down.
That's worth a replay right there for those people at home.
Yeah, that was Tyron McGrady. Just lost your footing right there.
Sniper in the grass, man. Sniper in the grass.
You see the smoke trail?
The gunman on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 right here with 11:20 to go in the 3rd quarter.
But last night, the Vixen really put up a good fight. It was a back-and-forth game in Division II between them and the New York Sharks.
27-21, final score.
But the New York Sharks were just that no huddle, man, just wore them out.
Yeah, and it was definitely they played at 7, hot night.
Yeah. Around the edge, I tell you what now, that Emily Hale from the Detroit Dark Angels.
So you getting your player of the game so far, and you're possibly
You know, I don't know. It's so hard to tell, man, offensively, because there hasn't been a ton of stuff happen. You know, one of the people that sticks in my mind right now for the national team would be Shea Fitzgerald. She's had a pretty good game, but it's hard to tell in a game like this.
Right. Coach Chapman, after this play here, talk to me, give me a little bit of first half stats if you're able to. No need to go into it. Let's get this play done first. It's 4th down and about 3. Could be a changeover downs here if certain things go right with 10 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Like she checked to something.
There's a snap. Fakes the toss, pulls up, throws it right down the middle to Bell.
Nice.
I tell you what, now that's a good job. Karen Mulligan of the New York Sharks right there, able to just pull a little RPO action.
There you go. A little run pass option.
I take it that was the tight end pop, correct?
It was.
Okay, all right.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line going in.
But it looked like she checked into that.
He did.
She saw something that we didn't see up here to be thinking, hey, run past, here we go. Well, talk to us a little bit about, and we'll pause here during the plays. Tell me about how they were offensively on both sides, starting with the National League or National Conference.
The National Conference had 46 yards rushing for a 3-yard per carry average and 94 yards passing for a 15.6 yard per completion. They did throw 1 interception, and they had 1 rushing touchdown, Coach.
Mulligan under center. There's a snap. She drops, looks out to her right, lets it
Slant.
fly. And she's got to get that ball down.
Almost picked right there.
She thought she was running a post. She ran a slant.
She's got to get that ball down.
For the American Conference, Bo, you had 12 carries for 13 yards, which was a 1.8 yard
Goodness.
yard per carry, and they threw the ball 9 times. They were 2 for 9 for 9 yards, which is 4.5 yard per completion. It was not a good first half. They didn't have a first down in the first half. And there were only 6 first downs in the first half, all by the National League, and one of those was by penalty at the end of the half.
Right. So I'll ask a question after this play here. Go ahead, Coach. I mean, it's 2nd down and 10, 9 minutes on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Pro left, offset eye right there. Mulligan drops, swings it out to the left.
Nice move.
She comes back to the middle. That's Shanice Cole on the catch.
Picked up about 5, maybe 6 right there. Gonna bring up 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line.
The good news right now for the national team is if they screw up, there's always a mulligan.
He'll be here at 7 and 8 o'clock.
Ron White
Double
with
feature.
Ron White with the dad humor.
I'll be at the Empire Sports Bar and Grill drinking a scotch.
You'll be on 75 dealing with traffic there, Coach Collins.
There's no point in going home, Bo. We're not going to get there.
We got to, man.
There's nothing to do at home.
I got a barbecue.
Mulligan
doesn't need one. First down.
The handoff, and there goes Shea.
Wow.
There goes Shea Fitzgerald. You know, I had mentioned her name earlier, and, you know, she is
are they going to call this back?
A woman among girls here.
That would have been a 21-yard carry, but it looks like it's coming back. Got a
flag
flag on the play.
It's in the area of holding.
And it is a hold, Coach.
Here it is.
All right, gentlemen. So you've had an opportunity to look at the first half, and we're 8 minutes into the 3rd quarter here right now. Talk to me a little bit about, is this typical numbers for an All-American game there, Coach Chapman? I mean, there wasn't a lot of offense. Very rarely is an offense going to gel in this situation. Most of the time it's going to be a defense.
I would agree completely. I've been a part of these games where nobody did anything in the first half, and the scoring picked up midway through the 4th quarter when it got time to win the game. If, you know,
they began to finally find their groove.
Yeah, it's, you know, everybody kind of gets to the point where you're not into that, hey, I'm playing in the All-American game. It's more of the,
I'm playing in a football game.
It's time to go win a football game.
Right.
All right, that was Shea Fitzgerald off the left side right there for about what looks to be about a 7-yard pickup.
He's going to bring up 4th down, and you're back at the 32, so it's going to bring about 4th down and about 6. Got 4th and 6, 6.5 right here.
This is out of Lauren Church's range, I do believe, so you may as well go for it.
And they're going to go for it, and they're going to throw the ball to number 1 again. I'm calling it right here.
Calling it. You're laying down it on the table. pushing all in right now. She's bottom right for those people who want to know where number 1 is.
Delay. We got our buddy calling it delay again. Here
Well, he's talking about the tight end.
how can it be a delay? There's 22 seconds on the play clock.
He's talking about the tight end, and she's over there on the left side right now,
number 1
Satoria
is that.
Bell.
Thank you.
Well, there's 3 number 1s,
Okay.
so that's
So I couldn't be wrong right there. That's good. I appreciate
so
that.
yeah. Welcome to my world.
So now,
Where I'm going. Okay, I don't recognize that helmet, but it might be. You know.
okay, so I was wrong. It was 4th and 5. Now it's 4th and 10.
Okay.
To me, you punt them deep because
You're ahead.
Yeah, you're ahead 7-0. Punt them deep.
No, you play this like Madden. You just chunk it. There's snap, fakes. It was a double fake. Throws.
I told you
and
they were going to throw it to number 1.
And
Bo
she
was
catches-
right.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's.
Give her 6.
37-yard touchdown pass right there.
I'm pretty sure that's Lauren Church, the kicker,
I think you're right, Coach.
because I don't think she is Essence. That doesn't.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's Lauren Church who just caught that pass for a touchdown.
And
No.
ran right by the corner.
But you know, she might be like our kid. Our kicker's one of the fastest kids on our team.
I'll take it that our kicker is the fastest kid on our team. Mentally, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
I tell you one thing, we're all wrong. I'm thinking, hey, punt it. You know, at this point,
I will say I said chunk it down the field like
You
Madden.
did. You
so,
did. You
did.
win.
You did. I agree.
They got enough people on the field right here. Look at this, Coach.
Hey, man, you get it through the third quarter, you're ready to go, buddy.
Yeah.
6 minutes and counting here on the clock.
Church comes out to kick it now. The snap, hold, and it's up and through.
Church for the player of the game. She got both extra points and a touchdown.
Wow. She's definitely running in the high class of the Score Sports player of the game right there. That's to say the least.
Well, I mean, you know, if we're doing math, she's got 8 points of the 14.
You're good.
All right, well, with 6:44 left in the third quarter, your national team 14, the American team 0. Just waiting on the American team to really kind of get something going.
Well, we're going to see here on this second. I mean, not that this is infinitive. We got to have a score here, but it would definitely be nice. You know, I mean, it is. The clock is ticking. We're halfway through the third quarter. The heat is definitely kicking in. The lower the sun gets, the more everybody goes, hey, let's get ready for this championship game tonight.
Well, at this point, you've got a group that's not used to working together, so a 2-possession lead is rather significant.
And if you're going to get back into the game, the easiest and the quickest way to get back in the game is a big play on special teams.
Oh, hey, haven't
Yeah.
we seen those?
You're going to have – I mean, bottom line is the Americans are going to have a big play to get back in this game.
And number 3 looks like she's ready. She's sitting out there saying, like, hey, give me the ball here.
Looks like her and
I
Kiara
know one-
Vinson are deep for the American team.
I know one thing, Miss Church can kick the football.
Yes, she
She can thump it.
Blow the whistle there, White Hat. We got it. Let's go.
Oh,
boy.
wait, here we go.
Hey,
Here we
all
go.
right,
He
ready for
know, he
play.
know. That anticipation of the kick. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Woo!
Wow.
And there's the kick. Nice high spiraling kick. Goes off of Vincent's chest.
Got to work.
She reaches down to pick it up.
She gets outside right here. She might have.
She's trying to get outside. She cuts back.
This
They
is
send her back. This is blocking the back city right here.
nice cut.
Oh, she's able to at least turn it upfield.
And there's no laundry on the ground.
That is a great job by the referees of looking the other way.
Brought down by
Uh,
number 55, I believe, for the national team.
Nationals 14, American Conference 0. 6:25 remaining in the game. The Americans will take over right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10, not
Yeah,
to
we
step
have
on
a-
your toes,
You're fine,
Bo.
man. I've got people barking at me on this live chat, which I opened up my own can of worms.
What are they saying?
Oh, they're just saying you're beautiful. Can we auction you off on a date? At the end of the third quarter, there, Sparky's going to show everybody what we look like up here. So
Oh,
he's going
good Lord.
to get your helmets on, so all these people that are sitting there watching us talk, at least they get an idea of who we are.
I got my hair did.
You got your hair did?
Yeah.
All right, man. Here we go.
First and 10 right here. Got doubles.
doubles ace backfield right here for the Americans. Looks like the Nationals are going to send 4, and they do. Quick handoff, and
Nope.
It's going nowhere.
Loss of 1 right there. It'll be 2nd 11 from the 29 as we're going to be under 6 minutes by the next snap.
That's met at the line of scrimmage with number 24, Kathy Adams of the Grand Rapids Tidal Wave leading the charge there. The Grand Rapids Tidal Wave.
Dude, these are the greatest names for football teams.
Oh, it is.
They're
I mean,
great.
Yeah, I would concur.
I mean, the Tacoma Trauma.
Yes.
I'm not playing that team. I'm not getting
no.
off the bus. The
No.
Black Widows, no, sir.
Over in Richmond?
Yes.
And they played off the Spiders real well.
I love it.
Here we go. They motion the trips. Go back under center. Ace backfield.
Toss sweep. Nope.
And
Straight. Oh, nice.
just back the other way. Nicely done.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That's going to improve their run yardage right there.
11 yards. That's a first down.
That carry by number 7. I think that's Marcelina Chavez. If it's not, folks, I'm sorry, but there are 5 number 7s.
Hey, coach, it's not that you have time
Okay,
to do
that's Stacy Shipman, because I'm looking at the wrong roster. That would explain that one.
There you go. So we got 1st and 10 at the 41 right here.
Oh, somebody busted me on my sound effects, by the way. Maybe next year we can afford real sound effects.
Oh, well,
Wow.
just send that money in. We got a GoFundMe page at Score Sports.
Yes, we do. Do what you need to on that part.
We figure if,
We can bring one other person here to run the sound. Hopefully the world won't explode.
you spend enough money, we'll donate to Kanye West, get him here.
Heck yeah. Every time they do a first down, we'll get him to do a sing. A little sing-a-ding-ding.
That's
Oh,
right.
singy ding ding.
We might even save enough money to get to Empire Sports Bar.
That's
4:37 remaining here in the third quarter.
2nd down and 9 from the 42.
I'm just saying, all we're going to do is sit in traffic. What's the difference if we sit in traffic or if we sit in a booth and drink a beer and eat steak nachos? I'm just saying.
I know you're saying, and I appreciate you saying. And you know, I can only say this: if you're in Atlanta right now, come out to this national championship game. We'll talk about here in the fourth quarter and kind of prep it as best we can against the Warriors versus the Renegades. Go ahead.
Quarterback drops.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, that's even
And
worse.
she drops again.
Need to check on the tackle over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tough when you get rolled up like that.
she popping up though. That's good
Is that number 11?
with the tackle.
It
Yes.
was.
I think
number
that's Shanice Cole.
Yeah, number 11 with the tackle. 73 was the right tackle that took one for the team right
Yeah,
there.
you got rolled up. That's tough.
That was a loss of 7 on the sack.
Did that guy just say he's a venereal disease?
No.
I think that's
you're
what he.
listening to music.
I
Stay
think
focused.
that's what he said.
The heat is getting to you, buddy. It's
Is that what
shining
it
in
is?
your eyes, man. Stay focused, buddy.
It's 3rd down and 16 here at
Goodness
Kennesaw
gracious.
State, and it's
Give
coming
me
off the rails.
Through this game. Get me through this game.
Doubles gun back offset to the right side. Looks like the Nationals only going to send 3, and they
It's
do.
going to be a sack.
Oh, almost a sack.
It's picked.
Oh!
Oh, man.
I tell you what,
They
number
both
7.
wanted it.
Number 7 had that. Paulo Blanco had that.
Who's 83?
That's Leanne Tuck from the Detroit Dark Angels. She broke that play up.
She did. Give her a PBU right there on her own play.
I gave it to both of them.
I'll tell you what, that's a big free safety.
That was the best pass breakup right there for anything, because that should have been going
That
the
was
other
going
direction.
that's going the other way. But Brittany Campbell comes on. She's getting a lot of work today for the American team coming on to punt.
Now, do you punt it here? I mean, you're down 14.
I don't know. You could always be tricky. And there's the punt. It's going to bounce and take a great roll. And it's going to go out of bounds for anybody going to have a chance to try and pick it up and then get hit and fumble.
35-yard punt right there.
You got a question from the social media world. Is there an offense lineman playing for the Minnesota Vixens right now on the O-line for the American League? Yes, American League. American Conference. Anybody help me out with that? She goes by Red. Is there anybody?
She goes by Red. I would have to look at the digital roster.
Understood. Yeah, we're penciling it in, which is very props.
We were Yeah,
Y'all did a great job.
We've been writing this in, so it's,
dealing with me and dealing with that. I'll put in the budget for a printer next year, okay? So when they send us the roster 15, 20 minutes before the game starts, I can print it out.
At least it wasn't on a napkin.
We got 1st and 10 from the 30, and we got trips, Coach.
All right, trips left. There's a snap. Quarterback drop.
Pump and go.
Throws it out to the
Oh.
Right out of the fingertips right there.
I think I think that was the essence Houston Buckner from the Derby City Dynamite right there. That was the intended receiver.
They're going to throw the ball to number 1 because they got 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much count on that. Lisa Horton from the Pittsburgh Passion coming back in to give the play.
Got 2nd and 10 with 2:50 right here left in the 3rd quarter. If they score right here, Coach, would you say that the game is pretty much out of reach?
Very much so.
I'm setting you up because, you did that one time.
Oh, I could believe we're not going into any overtime. I'm willing to lay that down right there. The refs will assist in that situation.
There's a snap. Quick
screen.
throw out to the left. Nobody blocked, but still.
Oh, she had to keep her feet.
She gained 2 on that.
Pass called by number 15, Sarah Thacker of the Baltimore Nighthawks.
And for those individuals that are looking at the last night Division II and Division III, we will be compressing both of those games into one game, meaning the full Division II championship game and the full Division III championship game. We just ran into some technical issues dealing with no internet, the location that we're at, so we were scrambling, making sure we could bring you the game. So that'll be all out on Monday. And also this new copy of this All-American game that'll have a running clock and a scoreboard. Gentlemen?
3rd and 8 at the 32-yard line as we get under 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Got a slot left, a sniffer back to the right.
Delay of game.
Lots of conversation going on right there, and that one hurts.
Minute 54 remaining. It's going to go back to 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 13.
3rd and 8. 3rd and 8's not good, but 3rd and 13, that sucks.
Yes. Working on your vocabulary. I appreciate it. Sometimes that's all you can say.
Coach Collins succinctly puts it as an offensive coach.
Yes.
Well, that's tough, man.
We were hoping to bring you a sideline announcer. That did not pan out based on that person did not show up, not through Score Sports.
Is that a filming joke?
No.
Didn't pan out? Yeah.
Sweet. Throw back to the quarterback.
Oh, it's there. Horton's going to get the first down.
And
she throws the ball forward.
She
threw the ball forward.
Fumble caused by number 12, it looked like, and recovered
No, there was no cause into the fumble. The cause of the fumble was Lisa Horton throwing the ball on the ground.
I'm going to give number 12 a caused fumble.
No, she was like trying to throw it out of bounds because the ball's out where it goes out. That was what she was attempting to do, and she threw it into the middle of the field.
That is a game changer. They're getting that ball right at midfield with 1:35 remaining in the third quarter.
If I'm on the national sideline, there's not a whole clipboard that can be found anywhere because I snapped them all. I've kicked over the bench and all the water coolers. I'm going total Rush Probst on this one.
Man, Rush gets a lot of airtime on our games. You know that, Coach.
Couldn't happen to a nice guy.
So it's 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line of the national team with 1:35 in the 3rd quarter, and I believe there's going to be a timeout.
Okay, the national team takes a timeout right here.
All right, with that in mind, let's go ahead and if we have an opportunity, talk a little bit about the Division I championship game tonight. Division I championship game is going to consist of the Los Angeles Warriors over in L.A. versus the Boston Renegades. We couldn't pick 2 further teams away to end up where they have tonight. We do hope that you tune in to ESPN3. Score Sports will not be calling the game, but we're hoping for a great telecast. Looking forward to watching it ourselves. On that end, so you won't have the Ron Whites nor the Southern Twain of Craig Chapman and Bo McMichael and Adam Collins. So hopefully they'll be able to bring it to you. It should be a very fun game. But check your ESPN3 app. Here we go.
This is a run. There's a snap.
Quick screen.
Quick screen. Thrown out to number 1. I saw number 34 out there in the slot and said, yeah, it's a run.
Gain of 3.
Why would you say that so quickly like that?
Well, just because 34 does not look like a slot receiver.
Right.
34's name is Jeanette Nelson.
I'm going to say it's second.
That's Tank Nelson from last night. She's a Vixen.
Okay.
I remember that name.
All right.
2nd and 7 from the 45. I don't care if they say it's 2nd and 8. I said it's 2nd and 7.
For those people on YouTube live chat, go give us some prognostication on who's going to win.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, bless America.
J-Rock.
The Renegades or the Warriors. Give us some scores out there. I'll give you a shout-out to who you think is going to win. Give us some knowledge on both teams. If you're a Warrior supporter or a Renegade supporter, we'll throw your name out there and give you some props here in this All-American game. Give an opportunity for those people that are chiming in right now. And
That was the Vixen backfield that was lined up just now. And I'm telling you, if J-Rock doesn't make that play right there, it's going to be a big run. Cooper can see. She has really good vision. And if she gets in the open field, she's pretty fast. There's a snap, quarterback drops, looks out across the middle.
Nice throw. Fumble.
No. Pick it up. Pick it up. No. I mean, we're so close to making a ball game here.
We've watched Courtney Rhodes be targeted several times today and just hasn't been able to hold on to the ball. But
I was a little frustrated with number 1 right there.
She catches that one. She catches that one and then puts it on the ground.
She got it punched out. I mean, you got
and
to
now
cover
they're
it up.
making the argument that it
No.
Should have been an incomplete pass.
No.
Didn't make a move.
She made a football move
She
with
did.
the ball in her possession. She's got to secure that catch. I mean, it's that simple. You know, we want them to score and make this a ball game as badly as anybody. But that was a good call, folks, and anybody that thinks otherwise should probably take another look at it.
And is wrong.
First
and 10 at the 25.
I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. So
Right. When we come out of the fourth quarter, we'll have a chance to introduce ourselves.
There it is.
Yeah, 17 people on the field.
What? You can't play with 17, Coach. When
Nah.
are these rules are going to be changed?
I tell you what, man, it sure would make it easier.
We were going to try that on Friday night on defense, right, Coach?
I mean, I've actually done it, you know, where we realized we've had 12 guys on the field for 3 plays and nobody said anything.
Well, we've got some guys that are so small we could play with 13 on the field and it still looked like
the
11.
sad thing is the team was gashing us. we had 12 guys on the field.
First and 15 at the 20.
Toss out to the left.
Got something here. Nice cut.
Stutters and cuts back. Nicely done.
great
Still
cut.
churning. Fighting for everything she's worth. That's Deja Scott right there. Nice job. Deja Scott of the DC Divas.
First down.
It looks like that's going to be the last play of the third quarter, gentlemen. We'll have a chance. The camera's going to focus up here for a little bit, and we're going to have a chance to introduce ourselves, say hello to the Women's Football Alliance community out there watching us here in TV land / internet land. And want to appreciate everybody here with Score Sports, especially out here in the heat. We got Greg Coleman on the camera, Nate Robinson, Chris Lawrence, Doe Ryan Sparkman, and glad to have everybody with us on that part. I mean, it's just important in that sense to be able to do that.
Walking like a talking.
Walking like you're talking, don't get that one. So as you can see, Coach Chapman, wave your hand real quick. All right, that's Coach Chapman, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be the person everybody thinks is Ron White. Ron, stand up for me, please. All right, Ron. Grizzly Adam, I'm making sure we can get his head. You just seen your upper part. Oh, there you go. And I'm Bo right here. That's me right here waving my hands on that part. Go ahead, if you can, point to Greg right here. Give everybody props. Got Greg at the camera right here handling the heat. We got the red beard in front of me right here. And we got Chris Lawrence doing the PA services on that part. And Corey, go ahead and stand up for me, please. He's in charge of the mysterious scoreboard. And we'll get up here to show him right there. It's always nice. So we appreciate everybody kind of joining in. We've had a little fun this over the past 3 days, giving everybody props. Starting here the fourth quarter, we are going to be recapping the championship games, letting Coach Collins talk a little bit about that, and then we'll get started.
First and 10 at the 36 right here, Coach. Time to run some clock.
Yo, yeah, let's chew it up. There's snap, quick give on a little bend back right there.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground.
Ooh, big play, big play. Get on it, get on it.
And that's an American ball.
Ooh, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for days.
The only thing the national team can't do is donate.
Yes.
And they just donated twice.
Yes.
If they don't donate, they win.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And the clock is ticking. Looks like it's going to be a running clock because I think the clock should stop. Wouldn't you agree?
I would think so.
Okay, so it looks like the fourth quarter will be a running clock. We're on Eastern Standard Time right now at 5:09. For the couple people that are aware of that are out here or coming out, the 6 o'clock, 6:30, they're going to be a skills challenge, finding some players that are on point here in the Women's Football Alliance with the Championship Division 1 starting at 8 o'clock. Come out and enjoy the lights. Watch it on ESPN 3. Just enjoy yourselves.
Illegal substitution. Illegal substitution on the defense.
We got a lot of high guys. Love the clarity. We're working on our pronunciations.
Pronunciations.
Yes.
What is that?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Thank you for waving the flag off. Ball wasn't even put in play. You can't call too many men on the
I was
field.
about to say, you're allowed to run people off on defense.
From a college perspective, correct? But not, oh, yeah, on anything. NFL, too, correct?
Yep.
To my
Professional.
knowledge, yeah.
Okay.
Fake.
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 Oh,
She's able to get back to line of scrimmage.
yes, she
barely.
does.
Barely.
that's a horrible feeling when you turn around. You're like,
You're not there?
blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Please blow the whistle. 2nd down and 10 from the 45 right here. And if there was ever a chance for you to do something positive, this would be it right here.
Right. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, if you don't get something out of this possession right here, it's ball game.
I don't think the clock's going to stop. We got 13 and counting right now.
In which case, the game goes super fast.
yes.
There it is.
I do enjoy a running clock in the world that I live in.
Doubles look. Hanson under center. Cooper directly behind her. There's a snap.
A little counter
Give
look.
to Cooper. Oh, my word. And just gang tackled.
Gain of 1.
I mean, it's not like she's got to make one person miss. There's 5 people there when she gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's not a nice day to be a running back or a
No.
quarterback.
The American team has yet to be able to block the national defensive line, which is just wreaking havoc.
I'm telling you right now, I'm throwing the same play I just threw on 3rd down last time. Even though it was fumbled, it was there. It was a great throw and catch.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Keep your eye on the play clock because this guy sometimes throws a flag when there's 20 seconds left on it.
Be nice with the referees. Gentlemen, they're the one running the clock, getting us out of the seat.
There's heat
And
here.
There's the snap. Hanson drops.
Oh.
Lots of pressure.
Lots of picked.
Oh, and you're right. So they've
Stepped
just
right in.
trade turnovers. That ball picked off by number 12. Daryl Williams. Yeah, I think so. They're 3 number 12, so if I was wrong, then pick a different number.
So now both teams are even in turnovers at 3. And once again, Coach Collins, I say, do you want to run the clock? Because they've now stopped it.
That's very confusing. They're going to start running it right now, right? Nope.
12:34 is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line right here.
All right. Doubles look. Quarterback in the gun.
Quick screen.
There's a snap.
Nope,
She
verticals.
drops. Throws across
Oh,
the middle.
ho, ho, ho.
Pass intended for number 32,
That's some crazy
Octavia
territory.
Langston of the Jacksonville Dixie Blues.
So, head coach, when they throw across the middle like that and there's that many defenders, what are you thinking in your brain?
Don't do that again. I'm walking down to talk to the offensive coordinator and go, hey, man, what are you doing?
You don't have to walk anywhere. I'm normally standing right next to you.
I'm like, or go, hey, man, tell him not to do that again.
Please don't do that again.
2nd and 10 at the 35 right here. Clock stopped at 12:29. 14-0 game right here. Nationals over the Americans.
I feel like there's a war that we weren't aware of.
There's a snap. Oh, And
Wow.
I tell you what, good job right there by the American D-line trying to emulate the national D-line on that play.
That was a painful 1-yard gain right there.
Yeah, just really bringing it right there.
If you look at the play distribution, it's amazing. There's 21 rushes for the American team and 13 passes. For the national team, there's 22 rushes and 20 passes.
Oh, definitely consistency right there. So, I mean, quality across the board from the run and the pass option. Third down.
About 9 right here.
And there's a snap. Quarterback
Flare. Oh,
tries to flare it out. That was well covered that time.
There was nothing there, too, on a 3rd down and 9 to run a flare on that part.
Punt.
that's been a big play for them tonight, so I can understand why they went back to it. They've had really good success throwing that flare screen to number 7.
So they're going to bring Church out, and she's going to kick it.
And this will be their second punt attempt of the game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Church just does everything. Catches touchdown passes, kicks extra points, punts.
And Church is from the Dallas, correct? From Dallas? Where's she from?
She is from the Jacksonville Dixie Blues.
Okay. I saw the blue and the star, so but that would make sense. It was the Dixie Blues. Is that a fan?
Caught
ball?
on the run right there.
Oh, goodness.
7-yard return right there.
Brought it to midfield with 11:29 remaining in the 4th quarter of this All-American game 2018. Want to have an opportunity to thank Kennesaw State University for opening the door, but first of all, I want to thank Atlanta Phoenix organization. Top-notch organization, glad to be a part of it. Been working with Atlanta Phoenix for roughly, I would say, 5 years now. Glad to be a part of their organization. Said that they could not be here in the Division I game, but excited that they had the opportunity to have All-Americans out there today. Overall wise, been a fun weekend, coming to a close here on both ends between the Division III and Division II, and wrapping up here with the All-American game. Gentlemen, thank y'all so much. I mean, it's been fun. Hopefully we'll see a score from the Americans here shortly, just to build some intensity.
If you score, you onside kick.
Yes, I would agree.
Hanson it under center. And
Good Lord, blow the whistle before J-Rock gets there.
Nationals are 14. Americans are 0. Somebody was asking with the score again.
oh, geez, man.
1st and 15.
All right, well, last night, the Division III championship that took place, the kickoff was 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Between the Orlando Anarchy and the Arkansas Wildcats. It was a rematch of last year's game. The Wildcats won 42-26, I believe.
No, 40. Oh, of last year? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
And the Anarchy apparently took that very personal and avenged that loss decisively in a 46-0. Nothing that can be described other than just a good old-fashioned beatdown of the Arkansas Wildcats.
I'm glad you chose that terminology.
We appreciate that. Let's go ahead and call this score, and then we'll have a chance to talk about the next Division II.
Doubles, ace backfield.
Fake the screen.
Hanson drops, is getting lots of pressure, and she's going to be
fumbled.
caught.
She got it back.
She did. The ball popped out. She was able to get it back, but Hanson takes a big loss right there.
8-yard loss.
But, you know, she's got Shanice Cole and J-Rock chasing her. I mean, I would have to get on a scooter to get away, but.
That's awesome. Speaking of that, I'm going to talk a little bit about scooters here in a minute. Talk to me about Division II.
The Division II game was a much better game to watch as a spectator, simply because it was much closer. That game was between the Minnesota Vixen and the New York Sharks, two very good teams. They traded touchdowns back and forth. It looked like right at the end of the game that the Vixen might have a chance to tie it up, and just could not get it done, could not hold the Sharks. The Sharks got 2 first downs, and that was it.
I want to talk a little bit about that here in just a minute, but go ahead.
Quick throw across the middle.
Man, every play 11 is in the quarterback's lap.
Oh, yeah.
Every play.
They are definitely.
That ball intended for Tank Nelson.
Bottom line is they know they're going to pass. Very rarely they're going to run. They're down by 14. Coach Collins, me and you had a chance to do that. Coach Chapman, you had to step away on the Division II championship game, but one thing I was impressed with was both crowds for one group being from Minnesota, the other one from New York, they said, hey, let's take a vacation to hot Atlanta in July and dig into that. And I was amazed at the amount of crowd participation, who was there. They all had dorsal fins up. I mean, it was.
There was a ton of people there, and I will say that my favorite chant of the evening. I'll come back in just a second.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right, there's a snap. Hanson tries to throw it out to her right.
Oh.
Just outside the reach of number 25, Courtney Rhodes.
That ball almost got tipped up and caught for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your favorite chant.
Was the Vixen players don't quit because Vixen fans don't ever quit.
She was animated. She wore the number 1 jersey.
Yeah, and I could really appreciate it. One of the other things I saw is just sportsmanship, and the games were very clean. And even the game in the Division III game that got lopsided.
Yeah.
I mean, just
when game was over with, they're shaking hands and going to talk to other people that were injured to make sure they're okay.
I have a great deal of respect for people that have the composure to, even when things go south on you. And it's a fine example for our young people that happen to watch that game that, you don't act like a fool just because things don't go well.
Right.
And we see so much of that today, especially in sports.
We do.
Every time I open my phone, I've got a text message from one of the kids that sent me some ridiculous thing that happened. I watched some AAU team fight the referees. I mean, it was just, it's insane. But just the respect that these women have for one another. And there seems to be like a real camaraderie between even the opposing teams, which is pleasant to see.
Well, what's amazing is that they do circle this on the calendar every year, wherever the World Women's Football Alliance is going to take place, the championship, because we do have players from all over the country here today, where they took pride in what they've done and said, hey, we're going to come out and we're going to be a part of this All-American team and we're going to play this game. I mean, all the way from the Maine all the way over to San Diego, California.
All right, a little tight end flip action right there. Lisa rolls out.
Nice throw.
Right. It's caught. Oh. And there goes the receiver. It's one-on-one. That was number 15, Sarah Thacker, right there from the Baltimore Nighthawks. Lisa Horton connects with her.
32 yards and a first down all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And nice throw and catch.
And the national team is getting ready to be knocking at the door yet again.
Well, you got to think a lot of times these players have been off. Some of these players that have not played in the playoffs, they've been off for a full 2 months, trying to get back into physical shape and ready to go. I mean, you can work, but football speed and play speed so different than just going out and running.
And I'm just here to tell you, if you're from Tacoma, Washington, you have to come down here. It ain't the same, man.
Nah, humidity is real.
Option.
Uh-oh.
Horton on the outside.
Not bad
It'll
right
be
there.
ridden out of bounds by number 3.
About a 3-yard gain right there.
Liz Sowers for the American. Funny story, my nephew is from Oregon. He's been living in Oregon for about the last 4 years.
Okay.
And he got down here and he came to football camp at our school, and he told his mama his ditch, D-I-T-C-H, was sore. And he had chafed in one of the creases. She was like, what should I do? And I was like, you got to put skin lube and
you got to cut it off, man.
Compression shorts, man. She was like, well, he doesn't have to wear that up there for soccer or anything. And I was like, no. It's different down here now. You've been gone too long.
Even here, even as a sports announcer, I'm wearing compression shorts right now.
I'm just here to tell you there are those here in Georgia with swamp butt and those who lie.
Back off, man. Stay focused. Somebody said, did he say swamp butt?
Yes.
I think he said swamp butt.
Because,
it's real. There's no doubt.
Everybody here is pouring sweat, I just promise you.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 now, fellas, from the 25 as y'all continue your swamp butt analysis.
Hey, things could get worse at 8:28, 14-0, and the team that's winning 14, meaning the Nationals, are driving to increase the lead to 21. They are running the clock, which is a nice thing.
Hey, on a personal note, Bo, you said you had a cookout. What's that all about?
I got some family coming over celebrating some birthdays, so hopefully I'm going to walk in and there's going to already be a cookout. I'm going to have food ready on the table, I hope. Either that or it's already been eaten.
motion from right to left, and instant penetration, able to still give it off.
Wow.
That was going to be a counter, man.
But met quickly. Nicely played by the American defense. Number 98, Lorraine Carrasco Cannon, and then number 44, Elisa Wynn. Both coming in and just bringing the pain right there.
Brings up 3rd and 11 from the 24, guys.
Nicely done.
7:40 remaining on the clock. And you know how we got people still listening to us? Because I get comments on the chafing in the swamp butt was a success in their world. So, and you too can.
Well, if they're from Georgia, then we're talking about real stuff.
I don't think they're from Georgia. I think they're trying to figure out, is that real?
Something tells me this is an illegal formation. You can't have 5 wide receivers and a running back in the backfield. Although if we can, I'm going to need to figure that formation out.
Oh, yeah, you got
too many people on the field. There's 12.
You guys 12. I argued with a guy passing league about having 5 wide receivers one time.
And they just kicked the ball.
No, he had 6 wide receivers. He had 6 wide receivers. And
do they kick it 5 yards?
They marked the ball, and then one of the ladies walking back to the huddle kicked it, and nobody stopped and picked it up. Lost 2 yards on the kick. They've respotted it. We're at 3rd down, about 15, 16 right here.
Now that looks better. Doubles. Horton in the gun. There's snap. She drops.
Going
Comes
deep.
back to the right.
No.
Miscommunication right there. If the receiver hadn't slowed down, I think that's a touchdown.
Tried to run the smash up there. Had a hitch and a corner out.
We even got our first hashtag of the season.
What is it?
Oh, hashtag swamp butt football.
There it is.
And you can search that for swamp butt. Hashtag. I tell you one thing, that could be a new trend.
I'm going to come out with my own fat guy compression shorts.
We need a
That's
recap.
what it's going to be.
Hey, Coach Chapman, you're going to get the recap on us, man. Go ahead with the recap for us, please. Everybody's looking for a little recap. Talk to us about it, how we got 14-0.
Well, we had a 14. The first touchdown was a nice 3-yard run late in the first half to give the national team a 7-0. The second touchdown was on a 4th down, 37-yard completion to Lauren Church as she beat the corner down the right sideline off a little play action pass where we were debating which number 1 was going to get the ball thrown to him, and Coach Collins came up, snake eyes on that one by saying they were going to throw it deep like it was Madden. And so Lauren Church has 8 of the 14 points, Coach. But right now it's been complete domination by the national team. We're looking at 9 first downs for the national team to 3 first downs for the American team. Total yardage is off the charts in favor of the National League team. So it's been a complete and total domination, offensively and defensively.
All right, so with that in mind, help me out just because I don't have anything in front of me and my brain's not there. I would say, where's the Boston Renegades? They own national or American? Where's the Renegades with their width? They might not be on the roster.
I don't think they were on the roster. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Okay. So, I mean, realistically, based on how everything's playing out, we would think that the
LA Warriors are on the American roster.
Okay, so that would help me. All right, appreciate that. Just smart aleck.
I did see it.
I know. I hear you. They're going for a field goal here.
They are. This is a 50-yard field goal, just so you know.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. And the more you know, here goes the star.
Here we go. Extra people.
Hey, spread it out there.
Okay, you slide over. No, you leave.
Widen out, cameraman.
There we go. All right.
Keep going, cameraman. There we go. That's a beauty shot right there, buddy. Good shot.
It's got the legs. That
just short.
Just short. Wow. My goodness.
She tried it.
I thought that was going to go.
She'd have done that and kicked that field goal and scored that touchdown. She could walk off with anything right there. They might have to carry her off and pull the Rudy. They might have to pull the Rudy.
Rudy was offsides, man.
Yeah, the Boston's on the Nationals. When we get to about 4 minutes, we will talk about our MVP Score Sports Player of the Game, and I'll throw that up there. But I'll be interested to see if the Renegades, I mean, they're very balanced offensively and defensively. Both teams have. I don't really know much about the LA Warriors. I would be very excited to actually stay here and watch that, just to see if it is, because from a ball game perspective, it'd be very interesting to see.
You got 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line with 6:53, and if you're going to do something right now for the American League, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, if you got a ace in the hole, now's the time.
Naked bootleg has worked.
Bootleg by Hanson. There she goes, and I told you she can scoop, man.
At the 50, at the 40,
down to the
35, all the way down to about the 26-yard line.
And they're going to call that. They're going to say she hit her out of bounds.
Give her another 15.
I'm just going to go down in the books as weak sauce. That is weak sauce right there. She bumped her. I mean, it wasn't a hit. She didn't fall down. She didn't hit her. Yeah, wave it off because that's terrible. Thank you very much.
Oh, so they are waving it off. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as they should. No, I mean, because when you're chasing somebody, you can't always tell where you're at.
No, I would agree.
40 yards on that carry, Coach.
But if when she goes out of bounds, they blow a whistle, everybody knows where she's at.
40 yards, that's the longest play from scrimmage today.
But last night, she was a terror between the bootleg and the quarterback sneak. She was a big part of her team's offense because she's a Minnesota Vixen.
Hey, Coach, if you remember who you thought was the MVPs of the 2 and 3 championship, let me know. People are asking about it.
J-Rock just mugged somebody. I mean, my goodness.
I'm going to check your brain right here, Coach Collins. Who stood out in your mind for the Orlando Anarchy last night?
Orlando Anarchy, that would
Central
be
Florida
Crystal
Anarchy.
Bell.
Okay, great. What about for the New York Sharks?
For the New York Sharks, Patel.
Okay.
She had a huge game.
No.
No, Maggie Natel, not Patel. Maggie Natel. There we
Okay.
go. I think she's playing today.
I couldn't imagine. I ain't going to lie.
There ain't no way playing 2 games in a row.
No.
Sir. No, sir. Hanson drops. She looks. She rolls to her right. Tries to swing it out and can't complete it.
That was a nice job of buying a little time, getting the ball out without taking the sack.
But Crystal Bell for the Anarchy, she was the best offensive and defensive player on the field, period.
There's no doubt.
5:28 left on the clock. 3rd down and 9. Ball's on the 24. They've got it's 2-down territory here, 14-0. The Nationals are leading the American Conference here in the 2018 All-American Game. Kennesaw State University, hosted by the Atlanta Phoenix and Hot Atlanta. Got Score Sports bringing it to you on YouTube Live. Hadn't had too much craziness going on. I'm 5 shades past the wind, but hey, what we got to do is what we got to do. Go ahead, Coach.
Here we go. Out backfield, just a little stack slide to the right. Hanson just keeps it again.
It's amazing.
At some point, the defensive end is going to have to stay at home.
All the way down to about the 20-yard line.
It's going to bring up 4th and about
5.
5.
Yeah. Clock is running right at 5-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this is do or die time right here. And you can't afford a field goal. You got to score. You got to get in the end zone.
Right on the 19. They're going to call it 4th down and 4.
I think, you run either the bootleg or you come back with the little flare.
I think the flare would be a great call right here.
J.R. Vincent's in the backfield with her, so. And there's the throw.
Dropped.
In and out of the breadbasket.
Ball game right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, they needed to be able to punch it in. Change over and downs, 1st down and 10. Going the other way for the National Conference. 4:34 on the clock. Ball's going to be placed on the 19-yard line, 1st down and 10. Once again, Division II and Division III championship games will be re-uploaded onto YouTube. If you have a chance to look at the 1st and 2nd half, they will be combined together with some extra little bells and whistles if possible. Some pictures here and there to be able to show things off. We'll also be able to run this game back through and show the down and distance in the clock. We have a recording on the back end, but the front end was not working because of the heat and the world that we live in sometimes. So away we go.
This is going to be zone and zone read, Coach Collins. What you think?
Oh, that would be a good choice. Run the clock. Doubles. There's a snap. Almost dropped the snap.
We're wrong.
Quarterback rolling to her left.
Picked.
And she,
They're still keeping this game interesting.
I mean, are they doing that on purpose?
You're pulling a Brett Favre. You're throwing across your body.
This is like the Creekside How to Blow a Lead 101.
And somebody's trying to figure out, are they talking about the Seminoles in Atlanta? Or are they talking about what are they?
No, not the Creekside. Just a Creekside.
Just a Creekside. I tell you, man, it's still 4:24 on the clock. There's plenty of time remaining.
Oh, speaking of there is a team that calls themselves the Toledo Rain.
All right. I think, that's okay. If I had all the money in the world, I'd do introduction of these ladies. And I'd make them announce every elementary school that they attended.
There you go.
I don't feel like those schools ever get enough props.
1st and 10 at the 21 right here with 4:24.
There's a snap, and they are breathing down Hanson's neck before it
Caught
even starts. But that pass complete to number 1.
2-yard gain.
That's Tysha Lowry Jones right there from the Mile High Blaze.
Number 1.
Yes, indeedy.
And we are in the red zone, Coach.
Hey, bring up the flags. 4-minute mark and counting. First time we've seen the red zone in quite a while. We've never seen it for the Nationals. / the Americans.
Yes.
Speaking of that, was that a good show? Did anybody partake in that?
The Americans?
Yes.
It was interesting for the first few seasons, and then it kind of just lost interest. My wife still watches it.
Yeah.
But, I'm an 80s kid, so I the Russians were the bad guys.
Yeah. Refocus.
Throw to Tank Nelson across the middle.
That was
Gotta
pass
catch
interference.
That. Nah, she had both hands on the ball. She got to bring that down. She's got to bring that down.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 at the 17 right here.
Yeah, I'm hearing boos from the stands. Some people are upset about that call. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty large crowd. Considering it's an all-star game, and all-star games don't typically attract a lot of attention. In addition to the fact that the weather is less than optimal.
No, and they're hanging out in the shade, but out of all the, we got a total of probably 60 60 players out here right now, 30 and 30.
Yes.
Okay, so with that in mind, if family came over, that would look like I'd be very curious to see what the audience numbers are like.
And
option
action, bounces it off the ground. I think that's Cooper.
Oh my goodness.
Gained about a yard.
Down to the 15. It's going to be 4th down and probably 5.
That was an interesting call.
Yeah.
And so now we're revisiting the thing. It's 4th and about.
Revisiting the thing.
We're revisiting. Should have said the theme, where if you score here, you still have a chance.
Yeah.
Clock rolls.
We're right back here. But who knew that the national team was going to continue to throw the ball?
Yeah.
With a 14-point lead and 4 minutes left.
We saw this one time at Lenora Park.
Run the ball.
Snap the ball.
And Hanson drops. Gets pressure, steps up, rolls to her right, throws back.
They're going to get the flag right there.
There you go. That was questionable, but okay.
So realistically, you're just wanting to see an onside kick. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, that's where we're going with it.
That's what you want to see.
I'll take an onside kick.
Although you better get them while you can, because fellas, those are going to disappear here for long.
Yeah, onside kick is a chance when they hire a player to be the bullet, to be the wedge breaker on that.
When you
can no longer do that.
The NCAA has decided that balls that are fair caught inside the 20 come out to the 35. Is that correct?
25.
25. Sorry.
Weren't you listening?
Somebody was asking me, did I really say elementary schools? Yes. I feel like the elementary schools don't ever get enough props. It's always colleges or high schools. Let's give props to elementary schools where we attend.
Elementary school, yeah. Point South Elementary, best 15 years of my life.
This is all about the building blocks, the cornerstones of life. Always found in the elementary.
Anybody that just saw you on that picture would believe that too,
yeah.
Coach Collins.
Either that or they called that there was a Sasquatch loose in Atlanta.
I can remember my 6th grade teacher congratulating me on my license. It was just an awesome time for me.
All right, here we go.
Hand off to Tank Nelson right up the gut.
Nothing.
2:42 remaining on the clock. It's second down and really 2, ball on the 2.
And they got nothing right there.
And
I'm looking for the quarterback to keep this on
Tank
the boot.
Nelson was met by the blitzkrieg right there. There's lots of action in the middle.
Throwing some European references in there.
You like that?
I do. I do enjoy a good blitzkrieg.
He had the best trivia question in our faculty meeting the other day, too.
Well, we look forward to hearing that if we go into triple overtime. If not, let's stay focused.
I'm backfield, slot right.
Bootleg.
There it is, a little bootleg option action.
Fumble.
Ball is
toss
on the
it.
ground
And didn't see that coming.
and
Recovered.
recovered by the national team.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Granted, there are timeouts remaining, all 3 for the Americans, so they could drain those. But that is a big turnover.
Yep.
Big turnover on down.
I mean, it would take some legendary events to occur in order for this game to go another way.
All right, gentlemen, I need you to use the Rolodex, man. Score Sports Players of the Game. Let's throw it out there. Let's see what they have to offer. Tell me who you think should be the players of the game.
Well, Coach Chapman, I'm thinking.
Just take a minute. You got time. We got to take a minute, and we're good. I'll put up my nice little artwork. I'll scroll it down and say, hey. All right. So, Coach Chapman, just talk about, let's go with the losing team right now. Who would you give it to for the American Conference right now?
Thanks for throwing that one to me like that.
Well, it's called a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Mr. Tim Wakefield in his house.
I know she just fumbled, but Hanson's been the best offensive threat for the American team all game.
I would agree with that.
Okay. So that's going to leave you, Coach Chapman, here after this play.
All right, just quick give up off the right side.
All right, so National Conference MVP Score Sports Player of the Game. Minute 45 remaining on the clock. We are clocking it down here. They are going to – we got a hurt player here. Got an injured player.
That's terrible.
I think there are 2 people in the running right here.
Okay.
I'm going to say Lauren Church or Shea Fitzgerald, Coach Chapman. What are your thoughts?
I'm with that. You could also throw both defensive ends in there with J-Rock.
Well, yeah, defensively. I'm talking offensively.
Yeah, I think it's either Church or Fitzgerald.
I mean, everybody's on live chat. Everybody's screaming for Church.
Well, I mean, that's because everybody loves a kicker.
Right.
And
I mean, all around, when you can catch the ball and do the things that she's done, if she was able to connect on that that field goal,
that would have sealed it up right there.
we might have cut off the headsets and went home.
But she does everything. She punts, kicks.
I can go with the crowd. I can go with Lauren Church. I can get on board with that because she's one of my 2.
Okay, who you going to give it to on defense?
On defense, you know, I sound like
A homer.
Like a homer.
I know you do.
Because I'm going to go with Carla Odom or J-Rock. Although I will tell you, Shanice Cole had a great game. She was pressuring the quarterback constantly. Your thoughts on defense?
It's got to be one of those trio, Coach, because Cole and J-Rock were, they were just terrors in the backfield, and Odom had the big interception to set up the first touchdown.
Well, any thoughts from you, Bo, right there? I know.
I mean, I was able to join here for the second half, which has been nice, and I consider myself nothing but oil in this wonderful cog of Adam and Craig in the announcing booth. So, I mean, to me, I've been impressed with realistically dealing with this heat. But from a team perspective, I'm going to have to give it to the offensive linemen of the National Conference. They've been able to come out and really, go ahead and if you can, give me some totals right now with the minute clock ticking here for the national offense.
They're just under 85 yards rushing and right about 176 yards passing.
Very balanced.
Very. And that comes to the line up front. Yes, they might be tired on the American side. Yes, I would like to, if I had time, I'd tell you how many players are playing that played last night to how many players that are playing now, on that part. So, it's been a wonderful game, gentlemen. It's been a wonderful season here with Women's Football Alliance. Glad to have everybody join in with us over the past 2 days and bringing a little fun and excitement here to Kennesaw State University. The clock is ticking. We're under 20 seconds. We will stay with you a little bit after to give a recap. Always an outlook and a venture into 2019 on both ends for Coach Chapman and Coach Collins.
Wow. Quarterback sneak on 4th down.
And she gets it.
Yeah.
And that's the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Put them in the books. The 2018 All-American Game comes to a conclusion with the score: Nationals 14, Americans 0. Here live at Kennesaw State University, I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. Score Sports bringing you Women's Football Alliance All-American Team. Coach Chapman, give you a chance here in just a minute, but Coach Collins, give us some prognostications, give us some knowledge, throw out something, give us something about what you saw here today with this All-American team.
Physical domination by the National. And I'll be interested to see if that's how it goes this evening, if Boston is able to continue that domination, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I know that both the Division III and II teams won. And it's interesting to see that just the physicality of the ladies.
Sportsmanship was there.
Oh, man, and it has been off the charts.
It has.
It has been off the charts.
Even in an All-American game.
Guys don't act like this.
No, they don't, unfortunately.
I'm just here to tell you, guys that get down by 46 points, there's no shaking hands. People are starting fights, twisting ankles underneath the pile and biting each other. I mean, we don't know how to act.
No.
You know, but again, those ladies yesterday were such a fine example for young people on how you act, how you win, and how you lose.
Agreed. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Coach Chapman, talk to us a little bit overall what your perspective is. I know you're working on stats right now, but talk to me a little bit about what you saw here today. Coach Collins was talking about the physicality. What would you say?
I would think that, being a part of 3 or 4 of these games, it's very similar to the experiences I have. You have, one team that may not have to travel as far.
Right.
So they have a little bit more time together, although that shouldn't be the case. It normally works out that way. But the game was played. It was relatively a clean game. Didn't have a lot of penalties outside of delay of games, which they should never call in an All-American game.
Right.
But you normally see some big plays, which we saw a few of. And most of the time, it's a defensive game. You got a 14-0 game. I was very impressed by the Nationals' ability to coordinate an offense and a defense and a kicking game. I thought that was a huge deal in the outcome of it. Miss Church can kick the football. She also made a great play on offense. I thought both teams were very well organized, and it was a very nice game. As far as Coach Collins' assessment about the physicality, I would have to agree. The national team was much more physical than the American team, and it showed up the whole game. When you're at halftime and you haven't given up a first down and you've given up 1.08 yards per carry, that's pretty impressive.
I would agree. I would definitely agree on that. Well, gentlemen, it's been fun, and it's actually been real fun. No Empire Sports Bar tonight there, Coach Collins. You got to crawl before you walk, man. Hopefully we'll be able to chime in.
Why don't you Uber home and we'll take your car?
But if you have a chance, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. We always love a lot of subscribers. We got the LA Warriors versus the Boston Renegades on ESPN3. That game kicks off at 8 o'clock. Currently it's 5:48, so you have roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes to go get you something to eat and get ready for the last part of Women's Football Alliance. I'm Bo with Craig, Adam, and the whole Score Sports family. Thank you, Women's Football Alliance. Thank you, Kennesaw State and Atlanta Phoenix. Be safe. We'll see you in 2019. Take care of yourself.